Previously on Miracles.
You don't have parents?
Everyone's got parents. Just never knew mine. I'm afraid there's no miracle here. What? You should see their faces. They look gut-punched every time. I just show up, deliver the bad news, and move on.
What's the point of faith if it's never tested?
You do play a significant role in all of this.
Well, what about Paul? Wouldn't this thing target Paul in 2 seconds flat?
You were shot by a 140-year-old bullet. Paul is on a spiritual journey. This is something that few of us undertake. And as in Paul's case, it is not that one chooses. Rather, one is chosen.
Pray.
I'm fearing for her, Miriam.
Give it time. She's a strong girl.
The floats were out of ice, so I had to go to Everly's Market.
Mother. Oh, Father in heaven. You don't know me, 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 you don't know me.
Mom. Hello.
An orderly called us from a hospital in Pennsylvania this morning.
Hospital.
Yes, he had quite a story to tell. You ready to take a trip?
Yeah, okay. When do you want to meet?
Now. I'm downstairs.
You say stigmata, and people see blood pouring from the palm of a person's hand, but in actual crucifixions, they always went through the wrists. Hands would tear.
Huh.
If she's bleeding from the wrists, it could be miraculous intervention, but it's more likely a suicide attempt.
That's the problem. You see, she's bleeding from the wrists, but according to the information I was given, there aren't any wounds.
That doesn't make sense. A real stigmata has real wounds.
You're the expert.
Hannah.
My name is Alva. This is Paul Callan. We'd like to talk to you about why you're here.
Where's my mother? I want to go home.
I know. Do you know why you're in restraints, Hannah?
They said I was violent.
We were told you were brought here because your wrists were bleeding. Has this ever happened before? Did you cut your own wrists?
No.
Do you know why they were bleeding?
Because I dreamt it. Mother. Mother, I'm so glad you're here.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
We look into things like stigmata.
Do you know these men?
No.
You'll have to leave.
This girl did not try to take her own life.
I told them the same thing, but they don't believe me. I knew bringing her here was a mistake.
So tell me, if this girl did try to cut her own wrists, why are there no wounds?
Of course they're wounds.
Well, then show us.
I'm not gonna...
Please, Doctor. I'd like to see them too.
That's impossible. There's got to be some kind of a mistake. There were wounds when they brought her in.
Sind diese Fremde, Elizabeth?
Sie sind nicht Fremde. Sie sind Freund.
Es ist für unsere Pflichtdiener, nicht für englische Männer.
Mir verstehe Sel und Erwehe, aber ich glaube, man kann diese Mittel helfen.
Hannah is a precious child of this community. We do not take those that impose on us lightly.
She's sleeping now, but she's still very warm. Ignore Caleb. He is an elder and will always be suspect of strangers. Please, sit down.
Is Hannah crazy?
I don't think so.
Then why does she act so weird?
What do you mean?
For the last few weeks, she has acted like, I don't know, someone else, even sleepwalking. Last Wednesday, the police found her at the roadside in the middle of the night, dancing.
What does your father say about this?
My father's dead.
He drowned, rescuing Hannah. When she was 7, she fell through the ice on the lake. When Mother got her to ground, she thought she was dead. 5 minutes passed before she breathed.
Mir direkt like mit der Hannah schwätzen, wann man darf.
It's late.
Yes, of course.
Josiah, take him.
Hannah. Hannah, can you hear me?
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
My name's Paul. We met at the hospital.
Are you a doctor? I'm sick of doctors traipsing through here. Crap, these bandages itch. Would you stop staring at me? You're giving me the creeps. Who are you again?
Paul. Paul Callan.
Paul Callan. You're cute, Paul. You got anything to drink?
Not on me.
She hides the booze now. Mother from hell Nazi. I don't even think they keep it in the house anymore. Afraid I'm gonna go on one of my binges again. I hate you! Hear that? You ever feel like you're alone? Like the people that are supposed to love you don't even know you exist?
Sometimes.
I've looked out this window since I was a kid.
Describe it for me.
The buildings, the big church, the endless stream of cars. It's weird. Living up in the sky makes everything below you seem so small.
What's your name?
My name is Lucinda, but people call me Cinda. Lucinda Morgan Bryant. I need to sleep.
Wait. How can I talk to you again?
Call me. Unless you're some pervy old guy, because I'm not into that.
The number she gave me was disconnected.
Well, that would have been too easy, wouldn't it?
Maybe we were wrong to take Hannah out of the hospital. She's got all the signs of a multiple personality, dissociated consciousness, the childhood trauma of her father's death, repressive life.
How often does a multiple personality have its own telephone number?
Does that look like a 6 to you?
Zero.
Yes, I'm trying to get in touch with a Lucinda Morgan Bryant.
Who is this?
I'm sorry to disturb you, but is there a Lucinda at this number?
This is her mother. Who are you?
My name's Paul Callan. Oh. I see. Thank you.
What did they say?
There is a Lucinda. She died 10 years ago.
Well, it's not the happiest story. Father's a lawyer, mother's an art dealer.
10 years ago, they lost their only child to suicide. She was 18.
Her name was Lucinda Morgan Bryant. She died December 12th. It made headlines at the time. Her parents were New York socialites.
Any reason these girls would know of each other?
Nothing that I can see.
Evelyn, how'd you get this information?
Online.
So you need a computer to find this out.
Or a library card. Paul?
Do you think this girl's faking it?
It's a possibility.
Well, the phone number she gave you is listed.
I'm emailing something to you now, so just call me if you need anything else.
Why would she kill herself?
Why don't you ask her?
Lucinda?
Who's Lucinda?
Lucinda Morgan Bryant. Don't you know who that is? You've been sleeping a lot. You been having any dreams? What?
I dream that I'm falling, and that everything is cold and dark.
You've been talking in your sleep, saying you're someone else.
Lucinda?
Are you sure you don't know who that is? What's wrong?
I don't know. The name makes me sad.
We don't encourage our children to draw themselves. We have a prohibition against graven images, but she loved it so much I had to let her. I live a simple life, Mr. Keel, but I'm not a simple woman. You need to tell me what's going on.
I'm not sure. Was there ever a point Hannah was different?
After my husband died. But everything was different in this house. I was different, and Hannah was different. She would lock herself away in a room, draw for hours.
When did her father die?
10 years ago, December 12th. She was 7.
Who's this little girl holding hands with Hannah?
Oh, that's her imaginary friend, Linda.
So, Lucinda slit her wrists the same day Hannah's father died, rescuing her.
So you're saying Hannah's possessed by Lucinda's ghost?
No, I think we're dealing with a case of reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
Professor Ian Stevenson at the University of Virginia is an expert on the subject. He described an incident in India where a child appeared to die. Now, when the child was revived, he claimed to be an entirely different person, a person who, in fact, had been killed at the same time as the child's accident.
And you think that's what's happening here?
No, not exactly. Hannah, still with us, is revived, and with her comes Lucinda. See, cases like this are few and far between, but they can still be classified as reincarnation.
I don't buy it.
Why not?
Why not? Because we haven't exhausted the other alternatives. Maybe she does have a personality disorder. Maybe she's faking it. Maybe she has a brain tumor. Souls don't just randomly take over other people's bodies.
Well, it isn't random. Souls reincarnate for a reason, typically to work out unresolved conflicts.
It doesn't make sense.
What does make sense? We die, and if we've been good, we go to heaven. If not, we go to hell. I'm worried she's slowly slipping away, and eventually she'll be gone forever.
There's got to be something we can do to save Hannah.
Stevenson followed the child in India for 15 years. The original soul never returned.
I can't accept that. Elizabeth's not going to lose her daughter.
What do you have in mind?
I'm going to New York. I want to talk to Lucinda's parents.
If you think there's value in it, I wouldn't waste any time. The clock is ticking.
Madison 3 316 across the spire and near the green. Madison 316 across the spire and near the green. Madison 316 across the spire and near the green.
Mr. Callan?
Yes.
Come in.
I apologize for intruding, but I need your help. There's an Amish girl in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Her name is Hannah Cottrell. Do you recognize the name?
No.
No.
This girl has been having some episodes in which she thinks she's your daughter, Lucinda.
What do you mean she thinks she's our daughter?
Well, she takes on a whole other personality. This personality calls herself Lucinda Morgan Bryant. She says things Hannah never would.
Like what?
She hides the booze now, the mother from hell Nazi. I don't even think they keep it in the house anymore. Scared I'm gonna go on one of my binges.
Mr. Callan, what exactly do you want from us?
Just your help. I'm trying to rule out any possibility of contact between your two families.
I'm sorry, we don't know these people. We can't help you.
Thanks for your time. Excuse me. Hello.
Paul, it's Evelyn. I got the results from the blood-stained sheet you sent me. The blood isn't Hannah's. It's AB negative, very rare. It's only found in 1% of the population. Paul?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks. Do you remember what your daughter's blood type was?
Mr. Callan, I don't see that that's
Was it AB negative?
Yes, it's very rare. What's going on here?
Please. Can you tell me why your daughter committed suicide?
No.
She was on drugs. We didn't see it. Although, we weren't looking very hard. If your child acts like she doesn't need you long enough, eventually you make the mistake of believing her.
It's not a mistake we'd make again. If we've learned anything in the last 10 years, it's that you don't get a second chance. Can I help you?
Look, I'm sorry. I know I should have called. Don't get all depressive, okay? You were right. Happy now? They stole my bag. Loser model freaks. God, I'm so tired. Did you do something to your hair? You all right, Mom? You look old. Hey, Dee.
Oh, God. Martin. It's her. It's her. It's her.
It's okay. It's okay.
She smells like Cinda.
When did you have time to paint? And you moved the coffee table. What's going on? Spritle? Here, boy. Spritle. Daddy, where's Spritle?
Spritle died.
When? Last night? I know you. You're Paul.
Yes.
Something's wrong here. I don't feel well. I'm just gonna... I drowned.
Hannah, you're back.
I don't know this place.
You shouldn't.
I feel like I'm still drowning. I'm just going to lie down for a little bit, okay?
Hello.
It's Keel. Is she there?
Yeah, but I'm not sure for how much longer. You better get up here fast.
She's slipping away, isn't she? I'll bring her mother.
Hurry. Hannah. Stay here, Hannah.
I think it's over.
No, it's not. You have to fight this.
At the other place, I can count 5 shadows on the ceiling. Like tiny fingers stretched across the sky. My mother calls to me. And I run to stop my brother from stealing the bath. She plunges her hands through the ice. And pulls me to air. Mother saves me. I never saw Father again. I want to tell her I'm sorry, but I can't see her face. I can't remember her face anymore. Who will remember me now?
Don't go.
Tell my mother I love her.
Stay here, Hannah. She's on her way. Please don't go.
Where's Hannah? Where's my daughter?
She's sleeping.
I want to see her.
Maybe you should wait until,
Hannah. I've come to take you home.
But this is my home.
Mom?
I'm sorry, I don't know you.
No, you're wrong. Can't you see who you are? You're Hannah Cottrell.
Wait a minute. Write down your name and address, and we'll be sure to contact you if your daughter shows up.
I saw my daughter in that room, but I didn't feel her. She was gone.
You know, it's hard to understand.
My daughter is gone. She doesn't know me. Why should I understand that?
In cases of reincarnation...
Please, don't say that word to me. Tell me something I can understand. I know what you're thinking. Why doesn't this Amish woman turn to God? Well, I can't trust a God who could do such a thing. I don't see the purpose of it.
Why'd you stop measuring me?
You grew up too fast. I brought you some clothes. I couldn't bring myself to give them away after you. Here. Lucinda loved this dress.
I still do.
Well, help yourself to all of your things. I'm really glad you're home.
I mean, it's like we don't even know her.
It's gonna take time.
But we don't even know her.
You don't know me.
You don't know.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
I don't know what to do. I can't leave my daughter. But how can I stay here when my family needs me?
Perhaps one of us stays here, keeps an eye. Excuse me.
I'm never going to see her again, am I?
I'm so sorry. I tried to keep her here as long as I could. She wanted me to tell you she was sorry for the death of your husband and that she loves you.
But it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. Why did this have to happen?
I was gonna say we can never know the reason these things happen, but Fact is, when you lose someone you really love, no reason's ever good enough.
You lost someone too. Your mother. How old were you? Perhaps in a way I was lucky. Perhaps in a way I got 10 more years than I was ever supposed to have.
There's a problem.
She's gone. What kind of games are you people playing?
I can't do this again. I can't lose her. Not again. I can't lose her again. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What does "you don't know me" mean?
That was the last line of Cinda's suicide note.
Where was Cinda when she cut her wrists?
In the bathroom. That's not how she killed herself. That was 2 weeks before. Cinda died by jumping off the roof of this building.
Hannah! Hannah!
Lucinda! Wait. Why are you doing this?
Because I'm so angry. I want it to stop. All of it. I want to go somewhere else.
If you go somewhere else, you'll just be starting again.
So?
You have your whole life ahead of you. Don't give it up.
You don't know me. What do you care what I do with my life?
Because I had a daughter who went away. And I never got the chance to let her know how much I'd lose if she were gone.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. You're Lucinda Morgan Bryant. You have a family. You were their life. Please don't throw that away.
She's right. Please let us. Please.
Lucinda!
I got you. I got you.
Mother, I just climbed to the highest branch in the oak tree.
Don't worry, Mother. I was there, watching out for her.
I am very proud of you.
I got a little scared when I was halfway up, but I just kept going. I'm all the way past the bird's nest.
Dad, let's go.